going yet. So
no, it hasn't. And so he's all humanitarian at this point.
Absolutely. So we're going to see Suriano
I love it.
resurface here in a minute. Here we go. Suriano, all business. Is a little hard to stay super serious when that happens. All right, here we go. Underway. Action right away. Garrett, man, goes for that.
Do you
leg
see what
break.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love this matchup for a number of different reasons, but that's the number one reason.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to get there. And, I mean, once you get to his legs, that's only half the battle, right? Nick Suriano, really tough to score on. Because he can't get to his legs. Once you do, still, you're going to have a hard time finishing.
Yeah, those hips are made of granite, even at 57K.
Nahshon Garrett, a guy who, man, fun to watch. He's seen score from open, and he's gotten really good at wrestling in ties and almost any position he can turn into one of his own. But a guy that doesn't open up like Suriano is going to make it tough on him. A bit of a feeling out process here so far. First verbal passivity warning there on Nahshon Garrett. If he gets hit again, he'll go on the 30-second clock.
And I guess a part of that, right, is just they got to hit somebody, right?
Yeah.
I don't think either of these guys were necessarily being passive in the absolute sense of the word, but you got to call somebody at this point, right? Because we're not going to go 0-0 into the second.
Absolutely. Neither guy really committing to an attack or even really working too hard in the hand fight yet. Kind of feeling out process.
I will say this, though. One of the things that makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
And there's that second passivity call on Garrett. So he's going to go on a 30-second shot clock. You'll see that clock pop up on your screen. And when it hits 30, you're going to see a point go up for Suriano as long as nobody scores before that.
Like I was saying, one of the things that makes it so difficult to get to his legs is you can't get your hands on him. And when I say that, watch how unsteady Nahshon is.
And nice action, Suriano trying to run down a leg. He's got the leg. Got a double. He's trying to finish. Close to it. Garrett, though, fighting hands. Wow, Nahshon Garrett evades that takedown. Really slick action.
But winds up getting 1 point here. Nick winds up getting 1 point for the passive.
So, you know, net win for Suriano on the points, but, man, really nice to evade that takedown if you're Nahshon Garrett.
Unreal. Unreal. He was deep. He was deep on that leg.
He really was. Nahshon Garrett has been really famous over the years for having these super high-scoring matches, but a lot of times he gives up a lot of points. So to avoid the danger there is really good. Now, passivity warning you see there on Suriano. First one on him. Garrett getting frustrated.
I'm not sure what he wants. Oh, he's talking about the blood. And the ref didn't see it. Okay.
Ref didn't see the blood. Now we're going to get a trainer on the mat. Now, it appeared that there was a second passivity called right before the time was called. So when we come back, we may see Suriano go on the clock right away, but I can't tell if they were still signaling the original call or if that was a second one in addition. So we'll find out when they get to action. About 32 seconds left. 32 seconds left in the period, and when we come back, it is going to be Suriano on the clock. Not on the shot clock. Not on the shot clock. We found that out. Nahshon Garrett a little frustrated about them not cleaning up the blood. I guess maybe Nahshon Garrett in the unique situation of Nick Suriano bleeding on his own singlet that Nahshon loaned out.
That is a unique situation.
Trying to get this thing cleaned up here so we can get back to the wrestling.
I think what the problem is that it's not just his nose that's bleeding. His eyebrow was cut in the opening round against Eddie Clamara.
Yeah, I thought that thing was going to be a head wrap for sure, but it hasn't been. Stance in motion still.
Watch how uneasy Nahshon is trying to put his hands on Nick's, even just his shoulders. Making contact with his shoulders is a problem. And more blood, so.
Yeah. You know, Suriano, a lot of times you hear about a guy who's really solid defensively, and you think of someone who's slow, someone who just grabs on and won't let go.
Oh, my goodness.
Suriano could not be further from that.
He is one of the, so I call them micro level changes, right? Like, so you think of the guy that's coming up at 65K, Jordan Oliver, has one of the deeper level changes that you can kind of find, right? He goes chest all the way the heck down to his knee, and he makes you really move and react to those level changes. Excuse me. Now, Nicky's a little bit different, okay? Nicky will go micro level change. So you'll just see his abs clench up, right?
Yeah.
And really sometimes that's enough. And he's not trying to get that super big reaction. All he's trying to do is get you to extend your arms a little bit, get you to kind of drop your head just a little bit. And that's the opening that he looks for.
Yeah, he doesn't need much. All right, 13 seconds to go, first period. Garrett swipes at that leg again. He's done that a couple of times. Wonder if he's trying to earn some goodwill. And there's good flurry. Time's about to run out. Garrett's got chest wraps. Suriano looking for a takedown. One official is signaling 2. And 2 confirmed. May see the challenge cube come in from Garrett's corner.
Kyle Dake
throws that in. You know, it's one of the things that I feel like has become part of our freestyle system now is officials feel a little bit more empowered to just make a call knowing that the review is possible. I don't know if these officials are sure whether the time was out or not. I think they said, this is our guess, right? And so they're gonna go back and take a look, and they're gonna try to get it right. Were you paying attention to the clock? I have no idea if the clock was out or not when that takedown happened.
I don't know. I actually wasn't looking. And I'm going to take a look at it right now.
Might as well. We have
so
the option.
I'm looking at it right now, and it looks to me 3, 2. He goes to his behind, and yeah, they made the correct call.
That was right.
Both on the mat at the time and also as a review.
So another point for the failed challenge, and 4-0 Nick Suriano's lead over Nahshon Garrett. Man,
my goodness, he got
Garrett in on that super quick. But like you've said, Suriano incredibly difficult to score on. Again, Garrett touched the leg.
Well, here's the thing. The more swipes you get at that leg,
Garrett,
the more likely you are to finish, okay? And he's starting to get through that head hands. And one of the things that I got to assume, I can't speak for Dake or Gray, but one of the things I got to assume is they were excuse me, saying right-hand club real hard and then right-hand club again, and then on the third or fourth one, then start dropping in on a left-handed single leg, and it looks like that's what he did.
Yeah, that makes sense. There was an attention there for Suriano for physicality, little hands to the face, whacking him too hard.
Things get handsy to the facey real quick in these things, man.
Nice job, Nahshon Garrett trying to run through a double. Got close to it, but Suriano
nothing yet.
Defending nothing. No points, and there is the takedown. Nick Suriano goes up 6-0. Man, that position looked like it was all Nahshon, and Suriano reversed it, turned it into his own points.
You know, we talk about guys who, you think about this tournament and guys that have incredible hips, right? And you go, oh, well, Chenzo, right? Or even Imar, right? Nick Suriano's right up there.
Really is. Under 2 minutes to go. Garrett's got some ground to make up if he's going to get himself back in this match. This match, all these third-place matches, not matches to qualify for the Olympic trial. So these guys
just
getting a crack at each other. Nice attack there from Garrett.
They just want to feel, man. I mean, you know, we talked about it, and first things first, I know a lot of these guys pretty well. Truth is, these guys like scrapping. They really do. You know, they're here. They weighed in. You know, they gotta get their sea legs underneath them before the Open, before the trials.
Absolutely. Minute 15 to go here in this match. So far, it's all Suriano. We'll see if Garrett can get a takedown here. Seems unlikely he's going to win this match, but any points he puts on the board now are, going to be, I think, money in the bank for him thinking about this match in the future.
Look at that head hands. He has no regard for his own safety. He's just dropping that head in front of Nahshon, who's coming at some pretty high velocity.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, my goodness.
Garrett is not joking around with these attacks. It's just Suriano's too much.
Those are not feint attacks. Those are not half-hearted attacks. Those are very, very serious attacks.
Suriano defends there. This time, caution in one.
And
first point of the match for Garrett, 6-1. Suriano leads.
I call that defending.
Man, Garrett has those level changes too. Suriano, though, Nice reattack to a double. Garrett lifts. Should have taken through. 4 offered by the mat official. 2 though.
Yeah, 2
by
is
judge and chair. 6-3 now the
It's
score.
defensive.
Suriano.
Yeah.
Suriano is it's actually a 2-2. Only at 2 points. I'm getting confused here, Mike, but it's 8-1 with 8 seconds left. Nick Suriano in the lead.
Absolutely amazing wrestling there by Nick Suriano, and he is bleeding a lot of his own blood. One of the things that may not be talked about enough in this position is his reaction time, right? His timing and reaction time. Think about what just happened. He saw enough of Nahshon's shots to feel confident and comfortable enough to time that lead leg on a level change. And don't kid yourself. Nahshon, that was a real shot.
Absolutely.
That wasn't like just a false level change that he was faking at. He was going in. Nick not only down blocked, but had the wherewithal to drop in on a leg attack there, change it to a double. That is great, great wrestling.
I think a lot of people were asking themselves before this tournament, what does Nick Suriano look like heading into this field? One of the things I hadn't considered really until today is what does Suriano learn about the field just by entering? And man, I think we've learned a lot about him, and he, I think, has a pretty good sense of what he's going to have to do to get to the Olympic trials and ultimately make the team.
Well, I think you get the tactical mistakes out of the way in November.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I can't imagine that anyone wants to be
hard.
I can't imagine anyone wants to be perfectly crisp here in November.